Welcome to H2K Infosys. H2K Infosys is a e-verify business based in Atlanta, Georgia, United States. We provide 100% job-oriented, instructor-led, face-to-face, true live online software training programs. It also includes access to cloud test lab with software tools. We provide live project for you to work on. We also provide assistance with mock interviews, resume preparation and review, and job placement assistance. H2K Infosys is trusted by so many students across the world. H2K Infosys provides world-class services in IT training with real-time project work for corporates and individuals, special IT training for MS students in the United States, software design, development, QA manual and automation, performance testing and maintenance, IT staff augmentation, job placement assistance, and tech support.
First name.
These variables we are mapping with the columns in the employee table.
Yes, yeah.
Now
So
what
when
is
you, yeah, I mean, I am thinking that, how is it making it easier? I'm just thinking in that way.
Okay.
I know what you're
Try
saying.
to do the same example. Try to do the same example with JDBC.
Okay.
Same. An employee object should have a set of appointments. Just try to do it with JDBC and you will understand it.
Okay. Yeah.
Have an employee object and have a set, and you know how to do it, right?
I'll try. I haven't tried, so I'll try.
Okay. Lydia, with JDBC, right, we have to fetch the employee, populate it as a list, and fetch the appointments for each. And whatever the query you are doing, you don't get it as a Java object. You get it as a result set. And we have to convert that result set into the Java objects or Java collections again. Right?
Yeah.
And then set back to it. So you're going to have two different loops wherein you fire an employee query, and then in the loop fire a query to fetch appointment for a specific employee and iterate through the result set. And it's like so many iterations that we are making, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
You understand the complexity?
Yeah, sure.
Because these these kind of relationships, like one-to-many relationships, there is no API in JDBC that we could map it. If you do a join, as you said, we get the class data. You don't get it as a one-to-many mapping, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now you understand the purpose.
Yeah. See, I am on the database side person. I have done a lot of batch on the database. So I'm kind of thinking in that point of view that, okay, if you have already have all the integrity, everything set up on the database side.
Yes, there is a relationship that exists in the database side, but how will Hibernate understand to which Java classes it has to associate with?
Okay.
We have to do Hibernate. That is what is mapping.
I got it. Thank you.
Neha, how is employee ID generated in employee table?
It's auto increment.
Okay, so this private int ID is there. So this is same as employee ID.
The ID in employee table, we are mapping with the employee ID in the appointment. Do you understand that?
Yeah, and where is that part done? Like, how does code know that this is what we are trying to do?
Here we have created an appointment set. The key column that is associated with is the employee ID. And we are mapping with the appointment class.
Okay. Okay. So means it. Our employee table has 4 columns: ID, first name, last name, and salary. And appointment table will have 1 column called employee ID, which will have same value as the ID in the employee table.
Yes.
Okay.
That's how, for that specific employee ID, there will be multiple rows can be inserted into the appointment table, right? You understand that?
Yeah, got it. But okay. Still okay, because we have mentioned it as like ID, means employee ID in employee table as ID, and we have put it into the tag ID. That's how this mapping is done, right? That's how Hibernate knows that
Yes.
this is what we're trying to do. Okay.
So the column which references from here to this table is employee ID. That's what we are saying.
So basically, like we have to be really careful. We should have a primary key in our tables, otherwise, we might see some issues because.
Yes, that's what I was saying, right? It's always for data integrity we have to maintain the primary key and foreign key relationships properly for data integrity.
Okay.
This works even if I don't have a foreign key constraint, but still it's advisable to make a foreign key constraint.
Yeah, but this might not work if I don't have ID as primary key in employee table, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it will break the relation, right?
I'm sorry?
It will break the relationship, right?
Yes, exactly. Yes.
If you're not making a primary key, how do you connect to each other?
We connect it through the primary key only. When we are saying a one-to-many relationship, we associate with the primary of the current table, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we went to one-to-one mapping.
No. One-to-one and many-to-many is the assignment. I'm explaining one-to-many and many-to-one.
Okay. Many-to-many is difficult. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, what is the generator class is equal to native for that ID?
When it is auto increment, we pick as native. We have unique and different kind of generator classes. If auto generated, we use the generator, and we have different classes as native, unique identifiers, and many. So when it is auto increment, it's mapped with native.
And the other thing is meta. Where exactly it's used?
This is the description for the class. We're just saying what does this class contains employee data. Any kind of description basically.
This kind of metadata kind of thing? This kind of metadata kind of thing?
Yes.
So, Neha, just for the sake of knowing, let's say there is another table where I have first name and last name, and this the employee table just have the first name. Now, if I want to fetch all the
we don't do it. We don't do that way. Tables are not that's not a perfect database design. We don't do a database design that way.
Okay.
Having first name in one table and having first name and last name, we don't create tables like that. That's a very bad database design according to me.
Yeah, I agree.
We usually don't do that, right? See, let's say if you want to map an address, right? So what we do, we have an address and we map address ID and we reference the address ID from here. But we don't reference first name to a first name and last name association in a different table. We don't do that ideally.
Yeah. Probably, what my question was somehow leading towards many-to-many, but yeah, I think that will be an assignment. So probably, yeah, I'll try that.
Try it. If you people are not able to do it, I'll share the code with you and this will it. But
okay.
I think if you understand one-to-many and many-to-one properly, you should be able to do it. If you're not able to do it, I'll share the code with you.
Okay.
How about this inverse?
Manoj, I just said I'm going to explain it.
Okay.
I haven't explained inverse. I have explained the cascade and lazy. I'm going to explain inverse.
Okay. I thought it's in previous class. That's all.
No problem. I'm just saying, I mean, I think before some time when Venkat asked, I just said I'll discuss it. Folks, I just don't want to discuss like all at once and confuse you, so I just stopped it, Manoj.
Okay. Okay.
Folks, everyone, do you understand the one-to-many mapping? If you understand one mapping, you will be able to understand all other mappings and the cascade and lazy. Okay, so we have an attribute here, inverse equals to true, right? When I say inverse is equal to true, here, right, the appointment is holding the relationship. An appointment is holding the relationship. So when I change an employee, I cannot change the appointment because the employee is the one which is holding the relationship. But if inverse is equal to false, the other way can be achieved. I mean, I think this attribute should better be named as holds relationship. When I say inverse is equal to true, here the appointment is holding the relationship. So I cannot update appointment when an employee is updated. When I say inverse is equal to true here. You understand this?
No.
Let's say we got some data, we have an employee, and we have an appointment associated with it. Right? If inverse is equal to true means the appointment, we have here two entities, right? Employee and appointment. When I say inverse equals to true, the appointment is the relationship owner. You understand it?
Probably like an example.
Let me say you. This is when I say inverse is equal to true here, right? If inverse is equal to true, the appointment is the relationship owner. And if I say inverse equals to false, the employee is the relationship owner. Just think of inverse as relationship owner. When in this appointment that I'm saying inverse is equal to true, which means appointment is the relationship owner. If I say inverse equals to false, the employee is the relationship owner. So someone is asking something?
Yeah, what does that mean with regards to the program? Or the information that gets into the table. When you say
yes, I say in a transaction I create an employee, okay, and then I create an appointment, right? When I say session.save of employee, right? It does not save or update appointment. You understand it?
Can you show that in a program where
We have this employee. Yes, save employee. Yes. Here we are saving an employee, right? Let's say here an employee can be associated with an appointment, right? So I'm creating an appointment. So what are the values that I have to put in the appointment? Folks, what are the values that I have to put in the appointment?
Employee ID and name and
Need to see class, right? Didn't show the class.
Sorry?
I mean, whatever fields in the class, right? I didn't see the class at all.
Okay, so let's say this is my class. What is the basic information that I have to set into it? This is my class. So what is the
ID
information?
description, employee ID description and ID.
All the 4 fields, variable.
Okay. So how can I set the employee? Okay, what else do I need to set? I have to set some, I can set some status also. Right? Okay.
Yes.
Folks, I'll do this once I discuss the many-to-one relationship, because an appointment cannot be saved without having the status. If I want to persist an appointment, right? I mean, here I made it little complex that employee has many appointments, and I have made an appointment to have many-to-one relationship with the status. So actually, when I try to save an employee, when we put the appointment object, we have to have the status object also in it. Otherwise, it gives like, a transient object not saved basically. So let me just explain this many-to-one. So folks, why do we have a many-to-one association from appointment to status?
There can be many status related with the appointment.
There can be many employees in the same state, right? So we have 2 status, active and inactive, right? So there can be many employees that can belong to the same status, right? Here in the database, we have a status where we just have 2 values in the table, active and inactive, right? So we are referencing in an employee table. So multiple appointments can be in the same status, right? So you understand why do we have many-to-one relationship here?
Yeah.
So we are doing the mapping corresponding to it. So we're saying many-to-one. This is the variable that we have created in the appointment. We have the status variable that we have created. And here we have done many-to-one mapping. The column that is associated on is the status ID, and we are mapping with the class status. So folks,
previously I think we have given the one-to-many relation.
yes,
The employee HBM, right?
yes, because employee have many appointments. That's right. An employee has many appointments.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And an appointment to state is many-to-one. Many appointments can be in the same state. You understand?
So based on that, we have to do, this coding, like whatever we are doing. Many
Yes, exactly. See, whenever we want to insert into an appointment, we have to associate a state with it. So let's say I'm inserting an appointment, right? Let's say when I'm inserting an appointment, I have to put the status here, right? I have to fetch from the the entire persisted object, and I have to set status here. See, folks, if I create a status, and let's say instead of getting it the persistent object, even if it is the same values, right? If I say appointment one dot status of whatever the status that we have created, right? It's going to give us error. Why is it not showing that? So folks, when I insert this appointment, does the status get inserted, whatever the status I have newly created it, right? So folks, what did I exactly do in this code?
You created a new appointment and a new status.
Okay, so when I save this appointment, right? Let's say,
The same employee has two different appointments, or
so here I'm just saving I just saved an appointment, right? So I just saved an appointment here, right? I didn't save the status object, right? I have just persisted an appointment. With the status ID 9. Let me.
Not in employee table.
So I have persisted an appointment with status ID 9. So what are different statuses that I had in the status table? I'm sorry, folks. It's a missing of the foreign key consent actually. So when I saved this, right? When I persisted this appointment object, I'm setting a new ID to it, and I'm able to persist it, right? With the foreign key consent, actually it gives an error. I was just wondering why it isn't giving me an error. Because in the database I haven't specified the foreign key constraint. So folks, I was just telling you, right? I was little lazy to add the foreign key constraint. So in real-time scenarios, we always associate the constraints, unique constraints or the foreign key constraints very properly.
In this menu to one, if we add cascade equal to all, then it will add it into status, right?
But it should be generated, right? It's not that status is not something wherein we can insert into status. Status ID is not something wherein we insert into it, right?
Yeah.
See, let me. I mean, the data integrity, if we see, it's not something wherein I can put my own value and insert it. I cannot do that because 9 is the specific ID, right? Doesn't take not the specific ID. The specific column doesn't take the value that we provided, right?
I got your point. Yeah.
It is actually auto incremented. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is what I was looking to see. Object references an unsaved transient instance. Folks, as we see this error, let me tell you something. There are, let's say, objects in Hibernate are of 3 types. One is the transient object, persisted object, and the detached object. So here, it's an important interview question also. I have an appointment object that I created. Till this point, right? This appointment is said to be in the, or it's a transient object. When I say session.save of appointment 1, it is persistent object. And when I say session.close, it is a detached object. So this transient object is not persisted. That's what it's giving us error. We have to save that transient instance before we do the flush. So what should I do? I should say, when I say status, session.save of status, that gets persisted as well. So you understand different object states? It's like very important actually.
No, I didn't actually. I didn't understand this. So
whenever we have a object, a general Java object, right? An employee object or an appointment object. We create appointment A is equal to new appointments, right? Or employee E, new employee, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we have an object, but we haven't saved it, we haven't persisted it into the session. Before we say session.save of appointment 1, I have created an appointment object, right?
Yeah.
I have created an appointment object, but I haven't said session.save. Before this line, appointment object is a transient object. We just have an object, but we haven't associated it with a session. You understand what I'm saying?
So many of our students have given testimonials on how our training programs are. You will find them on kudzu.com and on our website H2KInfosys.com. On our website H2KInfosys.com, you will also find more detailed information on who we are, the courses that we offer, what each course covers. Also, if you're interested in a demo program, please register on our homepage on the left-hand side. Just give us more information about yourself and we will send you a link for a demo class. The demo class is absolutely free. Experience our commitment by just attending an orientation workshop at no cost. Our team of faculty and advisors are here to guide you with the right information. If you still have more questions, please feel free to call us. Call us at 770-777-1269. This is a United States number. If you're calling from the UK, call us at 020-337-17615. You can also email us at training@h2kinfosys.com or h2kinfosys@gmail.com. Thank you for watching our videos. We wish you a great career in information technology.